Today, I want to talk about choosing a new business. How do you choose what business to start? Take it from experience. After you start a business, you want to try to stick to it for as long as you possibly can to gain as much experience and give yourself the best shot to scale as you can. But how do you start your first one, or has your previous one failed, and how do you start a new one? Let's decide on how to choose your new business. We have to ask ourselves a couple of pretty important questions. Number one, what is the worst case scenario and what is the best case scenario? So let's look at a business. Let's say you want to sell a product online. What is the best case scenario? So best case scenario, you're able to find a product that you like, design your own, order it in bulk, market it perfectly, and then over a period of time, make it really your own brand, go private label, go on Amazon, spend as much money as you can on ads, growing it, and now you can start a new product line with a lot of products and you're making a lot of money and you've learned a lot of things and now you have a lot of leverage when dealing with distributors and other companies. That is the best case scenario. Now, let's look at the worst case scenario when dealing with a product online. Maybe you try to sell a product, it doesn't work, you spend all the money that you have on ads, you're not successful, and you didn't learn much because everything that you tried failed. That is the worst case scenario. But at the end of the day, you will still learn something. You'll learn one of two things. A, either the product sucked, or two, you suck at marketing. And you'll try to improve and you'll try to get better. Now, to choose a new business, you need to look at both of these situations and say, okay, am I okay with the worst case scenario? If you're not scared of failing, which everyone is scared of failing, but if you're okay with failing, then it's already a yes there. Best case scenario. Do you want to be doing product research all the time? Do you want to be running ads all the time? Do you want to be doing new business, new product, new this, new that? Do you want to be doing new things and innovating all the time? And if that answer is yes, then that's your answer. You should do it. You should try it. But, this could be applied to basically anything. Are you going to be switching career paths? What's the worst case scenario? What's the best? You can kind of guess. But there's always a more important question to answer. And that question, for me, for the most part, is always, does it excite you? If something's exciting, that's better than, are you passionate about it? We don't know what the hell passion even is. What is passion? Something you love and cherish and do every single day of your existence? That doesn't exist. But is this something exciting? Is this something new to you? Is this something that you feel can make you progress in life, can move you forward more? Is this something that you feel like is challenging enough? Is this something you feel like is worth trying? If that answer is yes, then you should try it. If you're okay with the best and the worst case scenario, and it's exciting to you, you should absolutely do it. But let's say best case scenario and worst case scenario, those both check out. You're okay with the worst, you're okay with the best, but it's just a vessel for you to make money. It doesn't matter, even if it does work out, if it's not exciting, if it's not fun, if it's not challenging, looking down at the long run, you're going to have a pretty bad time because you're going to end up in a very unfulfilling place with an unfulfilling business, and you're going to have in total an unfulfilled life and existence. When we look at passion and we look at motivation, we look at it incorrectly. Passion doesn't have to be that it's something you love and cherish and will never let go of. Passion is fleeting, just like motivation. Sometimes you're passionate about painting. Sometimes you're passionate about music. Maybe not making music, but maybe looking for new songs, new artists. Sometimes you're passionate about cars. Sometimes you're passionate about money. You're not always passionate about one thing and one thing only. But that's the same with motivation. The thing is, you don't need passion to do something. All you need is some excitement. Does it drive you? Is it something you look forward to trying? Do you think you can grow? Do you think you can achieve? Do you think this will challenge, change, and make you grow? I think that's better than just doing it because you love it. I think the things that you love, you shouldn't be pressured to do for work or for money. I think the things that excite you, you should try to do for work or for money. That's my opinion on it. But, that's what I think. All the things that I've tried that I've been passionate about, usually passion and work don't mix too well, because when you are forced to do your passion to make money, something happens where you kind of become less passionate over time. But the things that I've tried that have excited me, they haven't all worked all the time. Some of them have failed miserably and spectacularly, and others have become much more challenging when put in practice rather than when thinking and conceptualizing on it. For example, that happened with real estate. Real estate sounded so much better and more glamorous on YouTube and in your head. When doing it, it is a very stressful, time-consuming, labor-intensive, and quite honestly, scary process and scary project to do. It was exciting, and I learned from it. Would I do it all the time? No. And it's not something that I'm passionate about. And it doesn't excite me as much as it once did. But something that did excite me, that didn't really work as well as real estate, was product sales. And I've been fortunate enough to see my girlfriend have significant success when it comes to selling and dealing with products. So I think that that's given me a second wind. And since I've been helping and consulting on those projects, I've been able to gain some confidence back and really want to try that again. Because when I failed, it was a failure because I ended in the red, but I didn't give myself a lot of time. I didn't give myself a lot of patience. And after the first couple products didn't really work, I didn't push any harder than that. When I should have been more patient with myself. I should have tried more things. And I should have pushed harder for longer. I wish I could have done those things. But instead of regretting all the time, consistently, now I'm going to try to do it again. Even though I am scared of failing, it's exciting. I'm excited to try again. Not because I think I'm going to fail, but because it was something I really did look forward to for a period of time. And when I look back at that time, I don't look back at it with the same sort of negative, nihilistic lens that I looked back on my real estate projects with. I looked back on it with a little bit more fondness because it wasn't that stressful of a period. It was more a period of growth and experimentation, which I preferred and I think is important, especially when you're trying new things. So that's what I really think life should be more about. Is it exciting? Is it something you look forward to? Is it something you could see yourself doing for a while? Is it something that sounds fun? If all those things are true, then you should absolutely try it. Things that scare you are usually worth doing. Things that excite you are always worth trying. It's not necessarily passion, it's more about effort. Can you try to make something and try to grow yourself? That's pretty much it. If you like what you saw, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.